Right now, Fort Wayne students are continuing to learn virtually. The decision to e-learn due to a transportation staff shortage. Surprising some parents, shocked to hear their children were moving to remote learning with less than 24 hours notice. Fox 55's Nico Panisi tells us why Fort Wayne Community Schools made the decision and how it's impacting families.
All Fort Wayne community schools will be operating remotely through the rest of the month. They say their transportation department is short-staffed because several employees are sick with COVID-19.
We rely heavily on that office staff to make sure that the buses are running smoothly with routing and dispatch. And without those office workers, we just can't safely run our operations.
Fort Wayne Community Schools spokeswoman Krista Stockman says they didn't want employees coming back to work before recovering and possibly exposing students to the virus. The department has 200 buses that transport about 16,000 kids every day. Stockman says it would be unfair to open schools to only those with their own transportation.
If we say we are not able to safely provide transportation, and then we only open up the schools for students who have the resources to have their own transportation, that really creates an inequity.
Father of 3, Ryan Ford, understands the decision but doesn't appreciate the short notice.
Just doesn't really give parents a quick enough time to respond and create alternate plans for them.
Ford is a science teacher and says managing his Zoom classes while watching over his kids can be hectic. He says he and his wife are fortunate enough to be able to work from home. Others aren't so lucky.
With COVID still keeping everything somewhat locked down or at bay, so to speak, it's hard to find sitters.
Stockman says parents shouldn't fret for too long.
We know that, by next week we should have people back and we should be able to get up and running again.
After speaking with parents, they urge fellow community members to be understanding of the circumstances. They say the schools are just looking out for their children's safety. In the studio, I'm Nico Panisi, Fox 55 News.
And families are invited to pick up a meal kit for their remote learners. Pickup is first come, first serve at any of the high schools.